All right. Welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts Chat Show. I'm your chief, JaHaRaa, leader of the Kim Dynasty and Spiritual Bandits, because we take our abundance, we don't ask for what's rightfully ours. And on today's episode of Cigar Talk, I'll be smoking a Añejo Pilon, or Pilon Añejo. Pilon Añejo. And so I'm gonna be smoking this cigar. Today's actually a first because I technically have already kind of started smoking. Here's a cigar that I have, and here's another cigar I have. So, but they're like on reserve. And I usually, for Cigar Talk, I was just thinking about it, bro. On the Cigar Talk, I just did a Cigar Talk. The episode is coming. I can get it out. I can try to get it out later today. But I did a Cigar Talk doing the audiobook for Art versus Artist Mamba Edition paperback. So I just did the audiobook for that, audiobook and commentary. I'm going to edit that up. I'm gonna edit that up. And so that's already just gonna take some time just to edit that up and put that up. And so I wanted to do another Cigar Talk, but I just know I'm gonna be able to talk on this one. So it's going to be, I just know this episode right here, that episode right there for this audiobook, I think it might be the shortest version. It might be the shortest audiobook, right? Because it's not a long book to read through. You can read it in one sitting. But that video was already 45. It's definitely over 45 minutes long. So for the time I'm going to have to take to edit that is going to be a while. So I was like, let me just do this live and I don't have to edit this. And it's just a movie review. There's a movie called About Time. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Now, do I really think it's a 10? Okay, I have my things. 7 is average. So, you know what I'm saying? 7 is average. If it's below a 7, probably wouldn't even want to see it again. Now, if you're gonna give a movie like an 8, I generally think that anybody should be able to. If it's an 8, most are gonna like it. Like most people are gonna like it and say like, oh, I can sit down. Like most people, I think if you sit down and show somebody a movie that I'm gonna say that this is an 8, then most people, you can show it to anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. A 7 is average. Some people really might not like it. I feel like if a movie is going to get an 8 as a rating, you can sit down. Anybody movie gonna say, I would sit down and watch it. It's worth a watch for sure. Anybody is worth a watch, right? Now, a 9 or a 10, already that means a 9 or a 10, anybody would sit down and say, this is a good movie. So off top, I'm going to at least say that it's a 9. For me personally, my personal recommendation is it's at least a 9. Now the reason I'm sitting here knocking at it is because I think some people who, depending on where your sense of humor is and how well you are open to, sex scenes and vulgarity, then, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that, so it's like that. If you're a person who's super big on like, oh, it's all this sex scene and vulgarity, and then, but even somebody who has watched it, and I'm saying this because I'm telling you, even, you know what I'm saying, a pastor can look at it and say, man, it has a good movie and there's some good messages in it, but probably just wouldn't keep watching it because of all the scenes and messages in it. So today's visuals are sponsored by ZM or MZ. It's a young lady. She sent me, she cashed at me some money, and I used that to get some cigars so I could do these visuals and do this live for today. So shout out to her, Ms. Z M or Miss MZ. But I gotta learn her to see which one's her first name. Anyway, as always, Tangential Thoughts is a guide journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's filled with quotes and pictures. Some quotes I've heard in conversations, some quotes you may have heard. And so the book has a quote, it has my response to the quote, and then everywhere else is a chance for you to journal. So this is my Arthur copy of Tangential Thoughts version 2. And the way I use it is to keep track of the cigars I smoked and leave my rating for them. And I do the same thing here. It's a 7, I would at least smoke it again. If it's below a 7, I don't want to touch it no more. And 8, 9, 10, oh, I'm definitely, those are to go. You know what I'm saying? To go. So actually, I already have a slight little review. Well, I had this little nub right here, this little cigar that I smoked earlier. That was, I'm giving that a 7.8. Just cause that's the first thing. I'm giving that a 7.8. I'm giving that a 7.8. And then I'm not sure if I need to check. I got the leaf by Oscar Corojo and Maduro in here. So, oh yeah, and the Connecticut is right here. I actually never rated this Connecticut. I had rated my father one I had, but I didn't rate this Connecticut one. So I'm actually gonna give that Connecticut, well, I actually have it again right here. So I'm gonna add this band because I ended up smoking it out, and I'll update the rating for it. Now, let's go ahead. Let me get this cigar lit. That's Tangential Thoughts version 2. Here's Tangential Thoughts version 1, and I still use it the same. This one's much more playful, but I have people sign my book. They might give me a business card. I might take a Polaroid picture with them if I smoke a cigar. Whatever encapsulates our experience together. There's one lady, she bought me, one of the Walmart employees, she bought me 2 hampers to put my clothes in, and I kept those receipts, you know what I'm saying? And so I can always talk about her in that way. So Tangential Thoughts version 1, if you want to know what more of it is like, then look into the description box. You should see a link for the audiobook. Listen to the audiobook if you want to know what the book is about. It has my audiobook and commentary. So the YouTube audiobook, and then the books are available for purchase on Amazon. I do have Project Extinction merch. So what you're looking at is actually the reversal of the design. So this is Project Extinction, the reversal design, and then right here you can see this is how it originally looked. So this is the original Project Extinction design, and then here's the reversal design. And so if you want merch, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram, and make sure that your Cash App ready. It's $50, and $50 will get you tell me where you want the stamps at, if you want the original, if you want the print, if you want it to be distressed a bit, you know what I'm saying, I'll cut it up with my knife, or if you want to add some burns on it for added effect, then where's the burns at? Right here. Can you see? My screen is dark. My screen is really dark. Okay, but yeah, right here you can tell at the edge, I burnt it up with my lighter a little bit. So, that is that. I don't know why my screen is so dark, but maybe my phone is hot. Maybe my phone would be hot because I've been using it for a little bit, but I'm about to go ahead and smoke this cigar. I'm gonna get it lit up, and then I'm gonna tell you about the movie. So if you have not seen the movie, I'm encourage you now to go see it. And then you can come back and chat and say, oh, I agree, disagree, or this is what I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the movie. What stuck out to you? Did I miss something that hit for you? Okay. All right. Boom, boom, bam, bop. Okay. All right. Is this okay? Okay, so here's the band. Here's the band again, so you can see it. Pilon and Yeho. Pilon and Yeho. So I'm gonna take this band off. It looks like it's gonna move, and okay. It actually, thank you. It actually came off pretty well. Thank you. I don't like to mess up the band. So here's this band. Unfortunately, I don't want to add this. It is a nice band, though. It is a nice band. Okay. It is a nice band. I actually do really like this band. I just added a band to the sleeve. So that little cigar that you first saw, it was an intemperate cigar. That was that band right there. It is an intemperate cigar. That's the one I'm giving that 7.8 to. Boom. Right there at the bottom. That's all I was trying to point to this one right here. Boom. So that was the first cigar I smoked today. That was the first cigar I smoked today. And I always gotta make sure this jacket is propped up upright because I like it in the background. I always gotta make sure this one is propped up upright because stuff be falling out the pocket. Okay. All right. There. You know what I'm saying? Trying to incorporate, put as much into the visuals as I possibly can. Okay. So the cigar, okay, I will go ahead and I'm gonna just put this in the book. Cause it's a really nice cigar. And as you see, like the bands, I'll show you real quick. Hold up. Let me add this in here. It's a very nice band though too. So it's a nice band. So I just take some tape and thank goodness I got it straight the first time. Boom. Take some tape just to tape it down into the book, and I'll give it a review in a little bit. Well, I like to write in pen because, you know what I'm saying, pencil be erasing. Let me see. I know I have a pen. Actually, what? Are all the pens gone? Whoa, do I need a whole pack of pens? You know what? When in doubt, I know where. Hold on, I'm not sure if it's, I gotta see where it's at though, hold on. It may not be in there. Moving around so much. Anyway, let me show you this so I can just set it down. Anyway, as you see, like the bands will get really messed up just because you be walking around bumping into stuff, whatever. The bands can get messed up if it's on this jacket on the sleeve. So, darn it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. It's not that actually hard. I was about to say, it's gonna be kind of hard to reach right here. Back in my John. Got a pen right here. Handy dandy. Got another pen, another lighter, another cutter. I'm gonna use my, this thing cold. I'm gonna use my metal cutter. Since we're going into the box, I'm gonna use my metal cutter, cut off the cap, right around the shoulder of the cigar. Yeah, I ain't get too straight of a cut, but oh well. Alright, put that back. And now using my pen. Thank you for the light. This is my rifle pen. So I'm about to use this pen right here. So the first cigar I smoked was this nub. It was this little junk like this. This one right here. Like I just told you, I'm getting at a 7.8. It was less than $10. It actually had a decent smoke time, so I didn't write that part down. Yeah, I'm giving that a 7.8. I'm giving that a 7.8. It didn't have, there was no taste to it, which I gave it a plus for. I commended it for not having the taste and no smell for real. So if it's just like you just want to have a cigar, less than $10, I think that was dope. So I'm giving it, it had decent smoke time, had some good visuals. Yeah, that's my rating for that. That's a 7.8. And then I'm going to add this one in there as well. Because I never rated the Connecticut. The first time I had the Connecticut, I didn't rate it. So I'm going to put this one in there. And I smoke. It's going to be crazy because this is, he's like, I like to wake up and just do something I ain't never done before. So officially, when I light this cigar and I get this joint lit, I will have had 3 cigars today. I've never done that. I didn't finish those first 2, but I've just never smoked 3 cigars in one day. But you know, what's 21 Savage say? Rich nigga shit I do a lot of. Okay. So one band I put on the jacket, and then here are the other 2. So I'm actually gonna update my rating for the Connecticut. It's a 7 because I'll smoke it again. I wouldn't even though it's a Leaf Oscar Connecticut, and that's one that you see me smoke a lot up here, I'm not putting that Connecticut over that last one I just had. I would actually prefer the other one I just had over a Connecticut. So I'm gonna get, but it has the visuals off that one is dope. The smoke that comes from that leaf, that joint is dope. It gets some good smoke. Really nice. So really nice, soft, smoky, hazy visuals. I can get that. I know for sure. So I'm definitely gonna get this one a 7.5. I'm gonna get a Connecticut a 7.5. But I'm putting the other one a 7.8. Things that can make it better if it was just, cause you know they go by size, and so size and price point. If it was, you know what I'm saying, if it was the size of this, I might give it an 8. If the first one I just had was the size of that, I would give it an 8. It was just, but you know what I'm saying, learning and growing. So let's see here. So put the pen away. Cigar is cut. And I got one more match that from my friend's candle company. So I'm saving that. I'm not going to use that last match. Just as a keepsake. Keep that match. I have more matches. They somewhere in the back with the grill. So I'll just eventually go back and get those. So I can put this other cutter away. And I am actually just going to use my lighter. I'm not sure how much y'all can see, bruh. I don't know why my screen is so dark. Okay, I put that down. Let's get more light in here. Don't help nothing. All right. Or hold up. It's just there. It's on. All right, let's get this joint lit up. And then we're gonna jump into the movie review. I had this little conversation. Let me know what you think about the movie. I really enjoyed it. So it just had a couple good concepts. So that's why I'll be trying to put this thing back, because I don't want the leather from the jank getting burnt too much and loving the visuals. I'm loving the visuals. It has a better smell. This one actually has a smell. Like the smoke has a smell. I'm not getting anything too big on taste. So, high sevens. Might have another 7.8 on our hands. 7.9, depending on how long this. All right, we hotboxing the Jeep. Yeah, this one got the smoke to it. This one got the smoke on it. This jank sitting. This jank sitting. The smoke in this jank is sitting in here, boy. Oh snap. Okay. Okay. Ooh-wee. Because you want it to burn evenly. Now that first one, even though it was a little jank, I wasn't being able to just get through it. That's why I said it was able to last. So I had to give it a high rating, because it was a shorter cigar, but it's gonna take a little minute to get through that thing. This one, I don't know. I might be able to get through it. Okay. All right, let's go. So the movie is called About Time. The movie is called About Time. And so the father has a conversation with the young man, with his son. He has a conversation with his son, and he tells his son, the men in this family can time travel. Of course, the boy's like, all right, yo. And the father's like, you don't believe me? Try it out. He says, you got to be in a dark place. Go to a dark place. You can go into a closet, whatever. clench your fists, close your eyes, and really think about it, and you can go back to that time. You can only go back in time, not forward. So, when he goes to do this, one of the first things his father says is, his focus wasn't about money. And he said he never really met a rich bloke who was happy. He said it's only up until a certain amount. So he was like, his focus wasn't money. Now the son, of course, if you see his character and his demeanor, he's more focused on love. And so the movie's a romantic comedy. So the first girl that this like I ain't gonna give it a white, but it's close to white ash, so I gotta give it compliments on that. Now the first girl that he ends up falling in love with, you know what I'm saying? He's such a, those people who haven't dated so much, so their emotions are much more raw, pure, and more amplified and glorified. So his first love is this one girl that's his sister's friend. She comes to visit and stay with them for a couple months. First mistake he makes, right? She said, "Can you put lotion on my back? Oh, sunscreen on my back." He go over, the sunscreen splash all over her back, and then so he's like, "Hold on." He goes back, does it again. So when she asks him this time, he's like, "Yeah, sure." But he don't rush to do it. He flipped the page in his book, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna stop here." And then he goes to do it. So just, you know what I'm saying, taking more control of the situation, not reacting so fast and jumping on the opportunity. And so his first lesson that he learned and with the whole time traveling is, well, let me tell you how this whole thing went. So because he's not as confident in himself, he waits until the very last moment, on the last day she about to leave, right? Try to make his mark and make his move. Go through the summer, and on the very last day he says something to her, and she's like, "Why are you waiting until the last day?" And it was even like, she already knew that. She was like, "Yeah, are you gonna try to say that you feeling me or something like that, this and the third? Because if you are, then, you know what I'm saying, I already had a conversation with your sister," and she was like, basically, just treat me like your sister. Treat me as if I was your sister. And so, whatever. So anyway, so the first time he go back in time, rewind it back again. Oh. She's like, "Well, why you wait till the last day?" So then he goes back, and this time he says it earlier. And then when he says it earlier, she says, "Well, ask me on my last day when I'm about to leave." So then he comes back. So he does it. He winds it back, plays it again. And so he says it. So first time he said it when she's about to leave. She said, "You should have said something sooner." He go back earlier, say something sooner. This time she said, "You should ask me again later. Let's let the summer go by. Ask me later." And then he comes back again and asks her at the end. And then she's still curving. She's still spinning. So his first lesson of love is, there's no time travel is gonna make somebody fall in love with you, right? No amount of time travel can make somebody fall in love with you. But because he played it out a couple different ways, and either way, it still ended up with that same outcome. So he was like, "All right, just let it go." Now, this one is really interesting. It's based in England or London, whatever, or the UK, whatever. It's based in the UK. And he said, so him and his lawyer buddy go out to this restaurant. It's called Don Le Noir. Dans le noir. I took French in high school, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying my stuff right. Dans le noir. Dans le noir. And so instantly when I read it, I know dawn means in, le noir means dark. So it's in the dark. And so I'm like, huh? And so when they go down, it's the whole date, you're in the dark. So you don't even know what you're eating. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. I think that's a really interesting date concept. They're in the dark. And so you don't know who you're sitting next to. And so that adds another element to, okay, let's say that you're enjoying, so you can't see this person, right? So you can't really judge them based off of physical appearance. You gotta judge it based off of conversation. Now, they end up having, this part of the movie is black. You don't see anything, and all you see is the time. So it says time is like this time, then it's this time. So they spend, I get like almost 3-4 hours having the conversation, chatting, laughing, good, boom. Then the moment of truth comes. And in the moment of truth, the moment of truth is, you about to leave, you about to get out of here. And now you got to see what this person actually looked like. You done had a great conversation, you was really hitting it off, and now you got to see what this person looked like. And you just hoping, you know, when you be at a party and they cut the lights on and everybody just like, and then, or you know, if you be at a party and then you see a bitch dancing and that's your invitation to go, she want to dance, she dancing, she want to throw it back on somebody. So you slide up behind her. Now, you feel good if she don't even look back and she just start throwing it back on you, dancing and twerking on you. But if she give you that look back and then keep dancing, you for sure solidify. But if she give you that look back and like, oh shit, and then stop dancing and walk away or move away, that's super rejection, right? So, moment of truth, they outside, and she's pretty. Now, I forget the actor's name, I forget the actress's name, but she's really pretty. Like, she's really cute, pretty, and so, yeah. And so I'm like, okay, cool, it's her. She look good. She pretty, she cute. Now, it's like, is she gonna think that he's cute? And then so she come out and you can tell some of her insecurities. She be like, oh, I got this on. And he like, the way you dress is great. And this and that there. She's like, and she started talking about her hair. And she's like, I just got this little fringe. And he's like, oh, that's awesome too. Like, she has this little bang fringe cut or whatever. So, but she's just cute. She's just cute. But and so they have a whole thing. And then he gets her number. Now, things that end up happening. From this whole conversation, she knows what she likes and where she's going to visit. And what ends up happening is, what makes him go back in time? I forget. You guys watch the movie. Something ends up happening, so he ends up going back in time. But then, when he goes back in time, he never meets her. Oh, so the person that he ends up staying with, because he goes into London, and so he ends up staying with somebody, one of his dad's friends or whatever. And so he ends up staying with this person, but this person is he writes scripts and whatnot. And so when they go to see the play, so he comes home after his wonderful date. Look. Got my Kim Dynasty ashtray. I'm hoping this shit lasting, bro. And it's not even, like, sometimes they be like really curved, and that's when you know they're really something about to happen, about to break or something. But this shit holding, so this shit fire. Yeah. For me personally, where I'm at in my life, this shit's in. It's at least, I'm already giving it at least a 7.8. Because it's along the lines of that first cigar I had, but it's bigger. So we'll just see how long it lasts. but it's really pulling, it's really going through. So it's smooth. He has a wonderful date, but then I'm gonna just say his roommate. His roommate has a terrible day because one of the actors in the play forgot the lines. So he goes back in time and makes sure that the guy remembers his lines. But then it's another guy in the play that ends up forgetting his lines. So he goes back again, and this time helps both of them remember their lines. But because of that, he never met the girl. But from the conversation, he knew what she liked to do and where she might visit at. So he goes to this museum or whatever, and he waits days on end. Like, so this is almost like stalkerish. It's very like, this is like, that's kind of weird. That's one of the first things I was like, yo, this is kind of weird. But he's dead set on getting her. And so he's dead set on getting her. So he waits at this museum for her for days. And then one day she finally walks in. Now he's starting to mess up because he comes off and he's like, Mary. And she's like, do I know you? And he's trying to play it off, oh, you look like a Mary. Like, my mom's name is Mary. And he's trying to play it off and shit. So he redoes this interaction, messing up because he's being awkward and shit. But then, because the girl's with her friend that she was with the other day when they originally had first met. And so he's like, can he just join them, sit next to them, be by him, whatever. And so while they're doing this, while they're talking, ends up finding out when he sit down and have lunch with them, ends up finding out she now has a boyfriend. And he like, when did y'all meet? How did this happen? This and the third. So he in the conversation, and this is weird too, because he's really set on when did y'all meet? What day, what time, what place? And so he finds out, and then he ends up going to the place. He ends up going to the party. So he meets her and takes her away from the party so she doesn't have the boyfriend that she's eventually about to run into at the party. And so on this time, on their official first date, I'm gonna have to end it right here because I'm liking this right here, and so I want to kind of get a video. So I'm gonna come back on live after this. Hold up. But in this first conversation, he finds out that she's a reader. Like, he's like, like, what do you do for a living? You know what I'm saying? She's a reader. I thought that was really cool. How many people have you ever met somebody who reads for a living? So she works for a publisher, and so she has to read through books, and then based off her judgment, she say, okay, we should or should not publish this book. That was really cool. That was really cool. She's a reader for a living. Now he makes a joke, and he's like, because then it's like, if you read for a living, Derek. Who is this? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. I'm doing my little music video. Oh, what up? What up? What up? What up? Derek! Tell me something else so I know it's you. How do I know it's you for real, for real? Because there's a reason that I love Derek. So why do I love Derek? How do I know it's my bro? And there's one thing that you know for sure that you can say to them, so I know it's you. That's my bro. Is this my bro? Oh, shit. Damn. That's my guy. That's my fucking guy. Fever. Forever. Skate Club. There it is. God damn, that's my motherfucking nigga. What's up, Derek? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man. That's my bro. All right. Fever Skate. Forever Skate. For life. Damn. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. I am so happy and I am so proud of you. I am so happy and I'm so proud of you, bro. And Well, and you know what? Even though I never got to see you play volleyball in an actual game, I at least got to see you play volleyball after school. You know what I'm saying? During our skate club sessions. Y'all know Derek. Derek is one of them people who pushed me to be great in life, bro. That's somebody I go to bat for. That's somebody I go to bat for. Thanks, tryouts were today. Damn, my nigga made the fucking varsity volleyball squad. That's what's up, bro. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for telling me, bro. That made my day. All right, bro. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in. Thank you for that. I'm glad you told me that, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. I mean, you already, nothing can mess up your day right now. You done made the varsity team, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you tapping in, tuning in, bro. All right. So then he goes to ask this crazy question because she's a reader for a living. And so he was like, well, when do you read for fun? Because he's like, he makes this analogy of like a prostitute. And, you know, because, you know, prostitutes have sex for money. And so, but when does it become, okay, I'm gonna have sex for fun? Like, and it takes out, can your work take away from the fun of this shit? If you gotta read for a living, when do you read for fun? Like, prostitutes have sex for a living, but when do they have sex for fun? Adios, amigos. So they go through their whole first date. And then when they get in, this was the funniest shit in the movie so far. This was the first, like, for real funny shit. But it's dope. It's like, you would do this. They have sex, right? It's decent. It's cool. They land in the bed afterwards. And then, but he messed up. He couldn't get her bra off the first time. So then he goes back in time, does it again. But this time, he take her bra off. And he's like, he come in on some, I couldn't wait. Comes in, start kissing this and that third, get the bra off. She's like, damn, you good with bras? He's like, I kind of should know, right? This and that third, boom. Then, so that's the second time. Then she said, I forget what she said. I forget what happens, but then he was like, excuse me. He gets back up, he goes back in time again. So the third time, and then when they show him, right? Because they don't show them actually having sex or nothing like that. But then the third time, they end up on the floor. And he was like, damn. She's like, they both like, damn. They both like, damn. And then he was like, damn, that was the best night of my life. I'm about to have the best sleep ever. And she was like, is one time enough for my perfect guy? And he was like, damn, that's kind of selfish, ain't it? That shit. So I'm gonna have to stop right there. I'm gonna have to, because what I want to do is get the visuals where this shit is already like this already. I want to get visuals like that. So he was like, damn, that's kind of unfair. But, and if you, as a conversational piece, if you got to redo the first time you had sex with somebody, oh my God. And you just get to knock it out the fucking park, oh my God. That is dope. Would you do it? But since you can't go back in time, one of my bros used to say, man, that first time, I don't know if it's ever going to happen again or when it's going to happen again. So you got to make your first showing your best showing. You got to make your first showing your best showing. All right. I'm going to get off of this real quick. I'm going to record some visuals and then I'm going to come right back on the live to finish this shit.